Hi guys, it's Ross again. So today I want to talk to you about a couple of basing products. So GW do a very good Sterling mud. So that is a mud technical. And you apply it to your bases. When it dries out, you have something a little bit like this. Like Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. So this stuff here is Sterling mud. When it dries, I like to put it on really lumpy and bumpy. So it's an unusual texture, and it dries really hard. So I can dry brush that and pick up some of the details in that, which would be awesome. And the grey stuff, I hear you say, what's the grey stuff? Well, the grey stuff is another GW technical. Now, when this stuff dries, it's supposed to look like concrete and things like that. Well, I also like to put it on lumpy, really lumpy, to make it look like rocks and things like that. And also, I put it over, and this is going to blow your tiny mind, sand. No one's ever used sand on hobby stuff before, have they? No. Well, I put it over sand, or a little bit of this. So this is absorbent granules from my workplace. I liberated from a, who am I kidding? I stole it from work, basically. I'm a mechanic. Absorbent granules are brilliant. Or cat litter, preferably clean. You can stick on the base. I'm painting stuff right over the top. Looks quite rockish. Looks fantastic. And these little tufts. Well, you can get these little tufts from anywhere. Pretty much any decent hobby supplies. But I got them from Army Painter. So I'll just pan out. I said, you fool. Right, so Army Painter. As you can tell, I'm about halfway through the packet. So that's not bad, 77 tufts. I got it for, obviously you can see the price still on there. It's like going to a ball wearing the price tag on my dress, isn't it? Well, that's roughly what they cost. Obviously you can get it cheaper in certain places. I'll tell you where I got this one from. But tufts, you can get tufts, all different sizes, shapes and varieties. So they also do a snow one apparently. Look at a snow one. Ooh, look at that. But yeah, you do different types. So you do like a real dried tuft, a really greeny tuft. So that one's called a winter tuft, which is a bit more reedy, I think. I've got a stormtrooper right handy, right nearby. So this one's a bit of more of a yellowy tuft. And that there was a GW tuft. But you can get whatever you want. So you can get like a greeny one or like a strawy coloured one. But yeah, they're really easy to use. You can get them from most hobby suppliers. But what I want to talk about is how do you turn this, because this is a speeder bike base from my Star Wars Legion, and I want it a bit more Forest Moon of Endor looking. So I could make ferns, I suppose, because I don't know anywhere that actually stocks ferns. But if you guys know and you can help me out, maybe you can hire the 18th. No, you could put up a message, say, "Oh, you idiot, have you checked out this company?" I don't mind at all. Anything to help the hobby community and myself. So I'm going to put this down and show you this. So I want something to look like moss, and I want something to look like twigs. To make a Forest Moon base, I've used actual moss and twigs. So why not? Make sure it's nice and dry first. Dry it out in a very, very low temperature oven or something like that. Obviously get an adult to help you. Or just like me, pick it on an extremely hot summer, put it in a bag, because obviously you carry a jiffy bag with you whenever you go for a walk, because you never know what hobby supplies you're going to get. So I'm going to put this one down, and I'm going to show you with a little bit of this technical stuff called moss. Yeah, that's right, moss. You have to go outside to get it though, sadly, unless you've got a really, really bad house. And just a little twig. So I'm just going to break it up, stick it on the base with a bit of cheapo super glue. Now, don't spend too long messing around going, just slap some super glue on and bung it on, because it's nature, right? Nature's random, so I'll just dab a little bit of super glue on there. And watch me stick to the base nicely. So there's a bit there. I'm going to dab a little bit over here as well. So a nice big splodge of super glue. Push it on there. Watch it stick to my finger. Hey, it did as well. Hey, look at that. There's a surprise. Hope you're getting this, Ross, on camera. This make great camera. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. Break up the twig, because believe it or not, even though it looks quite small, it's massive on the base, isn't it? So, nice dry twig there. I'm going to jam that in, something like that. Give it a bit more dimension. Not dementia, that's something else entirely different. So yeah, just make it look a bit rough, you know, a bit wild. Stick it a bit further on the moss. So glue it right down. There we go. So there we go. Tiny little bits of moss there. Sprinkle it on. You know, it doesn't have to be too fancy. Just a little bit wild, a little bit ready. It's supposed to be Forest Moon of Endor from Star Wars. So, you know, if you want something to look like moss, why not try using moss? I mean, feel free to paint the moss once it dries, or even the stick. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that I was aiming for. So yes, you can use these amazing products, and they are great. Or you can just use basic sand that you can get anywhere. I'm not saying destroy your local beach, but yeah, you can get sand practically anywhere. And you can paint sand, but you know, just try pushing it a little bit with different techniques, different products, stuff that you might find in the garden. And there you go, that's my Forest Moon base, Forest Moon of Endor. Right, thank you very much for watching.